There's been a meme going around on social media which says that there has been an 11% approval rating of Congress over the last few months, yet somehow 96.4% of those up for re-election were re-elected. PolitiFact fact-checked this, and it is actually almost exactly right. The average approval rating for Congress, looking at a bunch of polls over the last few months, is right around 14%. And the average re-election rate for those in the House of Representatives and in the Senate is right around 95%. So, Louis, this is really a concerning thing, because if you think about that, 14% congressional approval, yet 95% of those individuals who only are approved of by a 14% rate have been re-elected. What do you make of this?
Is it as simple as sure, the voters disapprove of the job of the people they reelected, but the other person they had to choose from was no better or worse?
Is it right? That's one question, which is maybe they were all horribly unqualified, but they were up against even more unqualified candidates. I don't really buy into that. I think what this really shows us is the power of incumbency. This shows us the way in which the average person, based on their mean level of engagement with politics, votes. And what this really should be telling us as progressives is two things. We already knew that when you don't vote, you are helping Republicans, you are helping the more conservative candidate. We know that higher voter turnout helps the more progressive candidate. But by not voting, you're also furthering the status quo. And if you consider that not only are you helping the conservative candidate win by not voting, you are helping the incumbent remain in power. Not voting is the furthest thing from a neutral act that we can imagine. You are reinforcing a conservative status quo by not getting out there and voting.
And the power of incumbency is incredible. And I think that's got to be one of the number one reasons why we should have term limits for all of our congressmen and women.